a highly prominent and pioneering American tennis player. He is primarily remembered for his contributions to the sport as well as his powerful activism. He is generally regarded for both of these things. You can be part of the next global AI giant Onpassive, to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai. Cloud computers in IT. Edge and cloud computing have different ways of getting to, storing, and sharing info. Edge and cloud computing were first used in the 1990s, but they became widely available when they were digital. What makes these tools different? This text tells you. Compute at the edge. Distributed edge computing saves and processes data close to the edge of the network to cut down on latency. This method works near network devices instead of data centers. To send a lot of data to a processing center, use a link with low latency and low bandwidth. Edge computing calculates data close to the device to make cloud data sharing faster and allow decisions to be made in real time. Reasons to use. IoT, AR, VR, and industrial robots all need edge computing with low delay. Edge processed data is sent to the cloud by business, video and picture analysis, and intelligence apps. Edge computing brings computer power closer to data sources, which makes it easier to handle data. Edge infrastructure is made up of data hubs and edge devices. Edges of networks handle data from both service providers and users. Wi-Fi servers are examples of edge devices. A small data center close to machines at the network edge. Edge devices for cloud computing are generally supported. Using the cloud. Centralized group computing is used in cloud computing. You can order high-end PCs from it. Internet servers, data storage, networking, and software make it possible to store and view network data. For cloud computing, data centers are run by outside companies or providers. Cloud computing lets you virtualize computers, networks, and operating systems. Virtualization lets you use computer power even when the hardware doesn't allow it. One physical server can be split into many virtual servers that different people can use. This makes the computer run faster. Businesses do better with cloud tools. Reasons to use. People all over the world use cloud computing to run programs, send emails, set up virtual desktops, back up data, build and test software, make client web apps, and analyze large amounts of data. Cloud technologies on a large scale help healthcare and banking institutions treat and regulate patients, as well as find and stop fraud in real time. Cloud infrastructure works faster and better than traditional IT infrastructure. For the end, edge and cloud computing are used for different things and can be switched between. These computer tools will make IT infrastructure work better in the future. With today's IT, people can solve hard problems. You can join the next global AI giant Onpassive, to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai.
Hey everybody, it's the Magic Unicorn of Onpassive. Hey, don't forget, go back and look at the live that there was with the all-star cast on Saturday. Boy, was it fun. And it was electrifying. Anyway, thank you for being here. Don't forget, you gotta register and ring that bell. And never forget, thumbs up.
Anyway, hello everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It is the 3rd of June. Had a beautiful weekend. Most of it was spent with my extended family on Onpassive. Was thinking about some stuff this morning. I don't know why I went to bed at like 12 and got up at 4 and was up from 4 to 5:30, 6 o'clock. When I laid back down, then I got up late. That's why I'm always late. Anyway, thank you everybody again for being here. chatting with Chris, and what came to mind for me this morning was mindset. I always heard that. I never really understood it. I always nod my head when somebody says something, even though what the frick does that mean? But mindset's really, really powerful if you look at what it means. I'll give you the if you look below, I set up a caption. It kind of gives a definition of what it is, but it's very powerful. I'm going to give you an example for me personally. When I was in school, I had five brothers and sisters, okay? Three brothers, two sisters. I was kind of the middle dude, and I wasn't really good in school. I didn't concentrate very well, and I was lazy. Where I would, and talking to Chris, we led identical lives up to that point. But it was like I could do whatever I need to do to get by. And I kind of played that. And at the same time, I got people in my classes, A's on a roll. They're at the front of the class, and I got, yeah, good for you. You know, I never thought anything past it. I realized probably could have been more of a push from the parents, but my parents were really busy. They had a large family, and it was instilled in us more of a work hard mentality, which is, I think, my father's generation uh, is the one that made America what it is today, and we rode the coattails of that. And the problem with that is everybody's riding coattails, and the farther you get down, it's not good. Like with my grandchildren, work ethic. They're good kids. They mean well, but the hard work and dedication type is kind of falling down. So I've been working that with my grandchildren. But anyway, back to mindset was I got by. I would look at stuff. I'd be in a room. I'd look at my grades and go, that's not quite passing. I push a little bit. Boom, got it. Home run. It wasn't a home run. It was just getting by. My mindset was go to the next grade. Never thought any farther than today. I really didn't. I got to get past this. I don't want to go to summer school, but yeah, that was my mindset. I'm allowed to say this because my grandchildren aren't here to listen. But after I got out of school, almost a second after I graduated, I was kicked right in the mindset, if you know what I mean. I got kicked right in the mindset, and I went, oof. Now that law has changed. My old lazy mindset won't work anymore. And then I started to realize, those kids, the geeks, the ones that really worked hard, some of them, not all of them, moved on to a little bigger education. They set their mind, whether it was them or instilled, but it doesn't matter, set their mind that when they leave school, what job do I want? What career do I want? All my friends went to college, all of them. My family was military. All my brothers went into the military right after school. I wasn't either one. So I said, well, what do I do? And I worked a lot. No, and that wasn't a problem. I was working even during school. So I get out, 18 years old, graduated 1978, boom, 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 boom. I'm a free man. No, I'm not. I'm about to enter the world of you're not free. I got a job in a factory, and I was a GMO5. Boom, almost a heart surgeon. No, GMO5, they gave me a freaking mop and a bucket and told me to clean areas and dump trash. I liked the GMO5 because it sounded like official something, like Get Smart or something. But reality, I was a freaking janitor. Okay, nothing wrong with it, but you know, because of my mindset, I put myself there. So while I'm going through that, then I met Dawn, and You always want to razzle dazzle your girlfriend, but the fact is, hey, you won't believe what I do for a living. I didn't tell her. I just said, what do you do? I'm a GMO pod. Ooh, yeah. I didn't break it down for her because it wasn't that much. It wasn't that sexy, as Chris would say. But what happened was I was in that company and I started working on my mindset. And I did it personally. It didn't get a lot of outside help. I was forced to do it. I felt like I don't like this feeling. I don't like, even in the factory, I'd look over and there was other people and they had other jobs. It was a union shop. And I started asking questions almost immediately. Hey, what do you do here? What do people make? Because in a union, you could get a book and it'll tell you the title of the position and what they make. So I got the book, I looked, and it said machine operator blank blank blank. Substantial more than the GMO5. So I went, well, how do I get that? Well, when a bid comes up as a machine operator, you can bid on it. If you win, you get it. One came up within a month. So I went in, ran real fast, went in, oh, well, I'm going to bid on it. I didn't realize I'm running to bid on something that nobody freaking wants. So it wasn't like I had to sign it quick. It was like a desert. I was the only one that wanted it. But my thing, it was the bottom of this Christmas tree in my mind, working on my mindset. So I get in. I was working on mindset and lifestyle the best I could for somebody that didn't have an education, not a college education. So I'm in, and no joke, while I'm in, within months, I'm here, I'm making more money. It felt good. Problem is now I'm on swing shift, rotating swing shift, 3 to 11 one week, 11 to 7 one week, and day shift one week. Sometimes 32 hours off, and then 2 days off, and then a little extended days off. It was a nightmare. And it rotated back one day. So I couldn't even tell somebody, hey, I'll see you Friday. Because the next week I'm off Thursday, the week after 2 weeks after that, I'm off Wednesday. So it rotated and I'm around the clock. That I didn't take into consideration because my mind set didn't have a lot of room in there to figure out other things. You grow. Well, while I'm there, we had this one guy sitting at the table. There would be 3 divisions of this whole big, large production area. And there was 3 tables. There was a guy at each table. They were called lead men. I look in the book. Lead men make 30 cents more an hour. I went, that's what I want. I'm here. I'm also make more. My mindset was take advantage. And I started, even though it was a bid, I started to believe I could do more. I always knew I could because I played the lazy card and I just realized that doesn't work in reality. So I went in. I told the supervisor, there was one supervisor on the ship. He was in control of 1, 2, 3 departments. He had a big area. I said, I want to be lead. I'd like to be a lead man. Of course, after he got off the floor laughing, he said, look, you got to learn how to weld. You got to learn that whole dissolving area system. You got to do all that to be first class. And then after first class, you could be a lead man. Oh, crap. I didn't look at that. But I started learning. I said, when can I practice? So on breaks, I would practice welding. And I got to where I could weld. And I would weld. At one point, at the end, I was welding on titanium. I don't need to get into that, but that's not what people think. It's very difficult. And I had to put a mirror image on it when I was done. When I was done welding, you couldn't see it was welded. Nothing. That took a long, long time. I'm not going to even go there. So that gave me a little more money. I did get first class. I'm still putting 40 hours. Now I could work overtime. If I work overtime, I don't get to see my new girlfriend Dawn, right? So I don't want to spend more hours. I want to make more money. So I did that, and then the lead man, I don't know what he did. Oh, he became supervisor. He was a educated guy, like he had a college degree. So we need somebody to take his place. And I started building confidence. Once I was interested in something, you're not, I didn't realize it then, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get it. So I went to him, I'll do it. I was young. I was 19. There was no lead people in the whole company at 19, all over 25, 30, whatever. So they said, yeah. And they realized, he's a good welder. He knows the system. I learned everything as much as I could. They gave it to me. I got a whopping 20 cents more an hour. There's 2 6-packs of beer I'm going to get after work. That was me then. So got it. And I did that for, I'm going to go quick. So at that point, my supervisor was a nice guy. He's in his 50s, 55, 56. Loved the guy. I worked for him like a mule. I was his right-hand man on purpose. I wanted to do whatever he needed. I wanted to feel good about it's just who I am. I think you give 100%. I didn't know who I was. I'm starting to learn about me, starting to learn my limits. Then I started to learn my limits are here. If I believe I can, I can. This is no joke. This is what happened to me personally. And I believe happens to everybody here. Why? I see people going from this to amazing people. Doesn't mean they weren't that person in the beginning. Their mindset changed. Anyway, so I said to him, hey, can you tell, we were good friends. I said, what do supervisors make? And it was like 20% more than what I'm making now. And back then, now I'm married. I got married at 20. It's 20 years old. He goes, well, now you have to have a college degree. I didn't, but about 5 years ago, they changed over. You have to have a college degree. In what? In something. I'm thinking, I can't go back to school right now. It wasn't that I can't. Can't means you won't. I didn't want to go to school. And I'm thinking, well, how about if what's besides the college? What do I need? You need to be an expert here, here, and here, whatever it was. And I said, okay. Well, if I'm really good at that, will they wipe away the college part? No. You sure? No. So I got very good at the system. I started to learn things. They were looking at ratio. How do we make the drum turn? And he came out with a big calculator, put this sprocket on here, whatever. And I said, you do realize if you change the sprocket from this to this, it's this percent. So just put them all down and put percentage next to each one, and you don't have to calculate it. How'd you know that? Because I'm working on my next goal of being supervisor someday. Anyway, 24 years old, they need a supervisor. They called me upstairs and they said, look, we're going to do something we don't want to do, but we know you don't have college, but we're not going to get somebody with college that has your experience. Boom, 20% raise. Go home, married till dawn. We're living large. We weren't living large. We're living better, but me, while I'm doing that, I am making kids like a freaking rabbit. Okay, I'm making kids quicker than we're making income, no doubt. I just bump them the dawn in the hallway. We're having a baby in freaking 9 months. No shit. God, I had to stop winking at her. Hey, how you doing? No, stop. Boom, baby. 9 months. So after that, because I'm still a big family, I said, okay, what's the next one? Department manager. He runs the whole kaboom. Young guy, too. He came out of college. He had a 4-year degree. Sharp guy, really nice guy. Hey, Bob, comes over. What? How would I ever get your job? And he goes, uh, you'd have to go back to school. You'd have to get a degree in engineering or whatever it was. Okay, that's just not happening. How about let's come up with plan B? There is no plan B. Mm. Okay. So I was 24. Youngest supervisor in the plant history ever. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what's possible. It was possible. Once I got my mindset right, this was the problem all the time. This was the problem in school. This was the problem of everything I did. So I said, I wrote down, it's no joke. I wrote down, I will be department manager by the time I'm 30 years old. That gave me 6 years to be the master of whatever the freak this is. Now, while I'm doing that, the company's changing. We had new owners. It just expanded. We were purchased by another company. Kind of the same thing with Chris, where we were owned half Japan and half Europe. Big companies. Japanese got a totally different philosophy. I loved working for the Japanese. Sorry, they kept your crap straight. If you did good, they treated you good. But it was I liked it. So 30 years old, uh, the general manager called me upstairs and he said, we want to promote you to the department manager of the drums and treaters and dissolving. And I said, I thought you guys didn't do that unless you had collars. I mean, my big ass mouth. I could have just said, and he goes, yeah, but we're going to make it, we're not going to be able to pay for somebody that knows what you know. It'd be stupid. It's a unique process and you know it really well. Okay. Do you want it? Absolutely. What's the pay? And he gave me a number. And now, because I changed my mindset, I told him no. He gave me too low of a number, my opinion. And he went, well, we're bringing you in. You don't have college. I said, yeah, but you wouldn't have called me in there if you didn't think there was something more. Because you could have got a college guy. You got him out there now. All right, what do you want? I said, I want 10 grand more a year. This is back in 1930, 1990, 30 years ago. And they said, there was some discussion, came back, you got it. And then I moved on from there and things happened. The company shut down. They kept 5 people. It was me. And that's when I started traveling around the world, training people of what I learned in 20 years. My point to all this isn't to tell you how great I am, because you know me, I can't fool you. You know who I am. I want to let you know that's you. I don't care what happened in school. I don't care what people said you are. I don't want people said you're dumb. I don't want people, Chris said that with me for a long time. I'm just a goofy guy. I'm not a tech guy. And I don't really know. I just make people bullshit. I get the kids out of the room because I'm going Marty right now. I am a spiritual guy. I talk kind of crude, but I don't mean anything bad because I knew there was more about Chris and sometimes you can see more in somebody than they see in themselves. And if you care about people, you smack them in the head until they see what they are or what they have, what potential they have. And actually, what happened from teaming up with Chris, everywhere we go now, we're looking for people with a great mindset. I didn't realize it, but diamonds in the rough. Wow, is that person amazing? And it's almost always after the meeting, Chris, I go, hey, that lady I go, I know. We got to remember her. I got it. I got it written down, and you start working with that. Why? Because you can never have in a mindset of, I know everything. If you know everything, you won't learn anything. Take Ask Me Far. Do you know anybody a lot smarter than Ask? Probably not. I don't. And what did he say? He has been around people that make his brain hurt. He's got a notepad out. He thrives on learning new and bigger and better. That's who he is. When you change your mindset, you become the same thing. Some people come to webinars to chat with each other. Hey, how you doing? How's your cat? Oh, it's like, look at this haircut. Nothing wrong with that. That's called socializing. But some people come to be inspired or learn more, and they stretch themselves to say, can I do that? But once you believe you can, then that's the beauty of Onpassive. For me, it's watching everybody grow mindset wise and do things they would have never done. That's my why right now. Do you want a big house? Want a big living? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't believe I can get past, I can't go to that until I look out and say, I did my best. We're not paid, but I did my best, my part non-passive, so that I feel free sailing. We're out on the ocean blue. We're done. We navigated through the ports. We dipped, low tides. We hit the sand. We might have rocked back and forth, but we're now in big, deep ocean, and the sails are up, and we're going good. Is it still rough once in a while? Yeah, but then I'm going to move on with other dreams that I want. The dream of having a big house, it's there, but I can't concentrate on it until my first dream comes true or comes to reality, and that's finding as many diamonds as I can and being with Ash so that it puts a smile on his face that he reached that different plateaus. That's only that we need to be the wind beneath his wings. I don't want to be him. God forbid. Imagine the pressure and stuff that's on him and his wife. I don't want to do him 64 to kill me. But I can at least be a little brisk of air to push him forward. Let him know we're lifting you up. And that's my goal. That's who I am. And I just want more than anything. And I always say this, I don't talk a lot about the products because Oconnect's mind blowing. It'll make people wealthy. I'm saying what we can do, what'll make us truly wealthy is when you get up or you go to bed at night, you say, I live life to the fullest. Not my fullest, your fullest. And when you did it. When I go to bed at night, I don't have regrets. I did what I could. Did I always get 100% what I wanted? No, but the drive was always 100%. I know what I want. And I'll know the day that it goes, okay, it's safe. It's safe. Now, I'm going to start looking for a home. I got the things I want, how big the living room. Then one day inviting people over. That's beautiful. That's what I want. You got people, Eric wants that bet. He's going to get it. But Eric has, whether he admits it or not, he might be a trivia king, but he's grown and Onpassive. I've seen it. He doesn't have to admit it. I meet a lot of people here, and I look at them. Gina Leva. When I first saw her, she did a video and kind of quiet. She's on every webinar on the planet. Everybody in the company knows who she is. And you could say, oh, that happened because of, no, it happened because of her. You shine a light, and you got a few people on Onpassive, not just me, that are looking for that shining light. Anyway, I hope I didn't go too far. Myra, perfect English? No. Perfect human being? Absolutely. Big-hearted, looking out for others. Always talking about others and what she can do for them and all that. We have so many people like that drives me. So anyway, my story, believe it or not, as much as I probably butchered it, it's about mindset and to believe you can, you will. And don't think, that's why I hate the word LC or I hate I'm a leader. If you have to call yourself a leader, I got a news flash for you. You're probably not. You're a leader in your own mind. And you might have people hoodwinked to think, only follow me, only listen to me, only go. I've never told anybody that. I said, go where the truth is. And if I think there's a group that's giving the truth because I know it personally, I'm going to say, go there. I'm never going to say you like him, you should like him. I have no right to do that. I've had people accuse me of that, but I would never do that. Even people that I got a little perturbed at. Very quickly, I let them know, I'm sorry if I did that. I don't want to do that. I'm not out to get anybody, ever, ever. This company's too big, and the impact of it can blow us all away. We need to take that. And remember, all ask once. That's all they ask us is be kind to each other, have the faith, and be a good person. It's not, he didn't ask us for anything else. But we can't do that. And the only way this thing will grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger is when you focus on other people first. Because believe it or not, it's very powerful giving and pointing and shining the light on others. A couple of years back, me and Chris were able to give, not from us personally, but we did give, and it was fun. It was the best part of that year, no doubt. Best part of all the years I've been. One of the things I'll never forget. Anyway, love y'all. I talked 30 minutes. I said I was going to talk 10. One thing is I'm a liar. Okay. I can't tell the truth.
Disclaimer.
I lie about time. Oh, I know people are going to twist it up. I don't care. I have a time control problem. But other than that, love you. I hope I got you thinking. And yes, I'm going to push people that I see because that's what I do. Anyway, here is Chris Johnson.
Good morning. Very good topic, Marty. Mindset. Boy, a lot I can bounce on. I'm going to try to be quick because that was a very long one. I want you to get out and enjoy your day. I'm going to say something totally off topic. Caitlin Clark, this unbelievable woman basketball player that really is lighting up the screens and how she plays, and more power to you. She's breaking men's records. She's that good. If you haven't paid attention to her, go watch her. She's an amazing woman with the will to succeed no matter what. And I love that. Mindset. Let me give you a brief history of my mindset. I got 5 minutes to get it done. I got to get it done. That's how I led a lot of my younger life. In school, same way. Never had homework because I didn't want to take it home. I'll do it 5 minutes before it's due. That's pretty much how I did things. I was lazy. I didn't do the work, and I do have one big regret in my life is I didn't pay attention enough. I didn't read enough. 58 years old and probably realized it when I was like 55, 56. Man, I got to put more work into things. I have to start learning a lot more. And that's what I did. I thank God for the internet. And then passive, I started reading and learning. I've always had where I couldn't focus when someone was talking. It was boring to me. I didn't understand nothing because I didn't want to. And I thought, well, I got to change myself. I think I should start listening a lot better. If I got to watch it 10 times till I understood it, that's what I do. I tell everyone, read as much as you can. That's something I didn't do. I wasn't a big reader. Now I realize that the smartest people that I know around me read a book a week, 2 books a week, because they're educating themselves. I seen a great comment the other day about, birds land on the smallest branches, the most breakable branches. Why? Because they know they got those wings. That's their mindset. Man, no matter how big that branch is, I'm going to land on it. If it breaks, I got my wings to go. Huge thing on mindset. You know, mindset can take you one way or the other. Your mindset can change in a heartbeat when you slam your toe into your dresser. In a second. Oh, this is how I talked about this.
That's how I found out I speak French.
And that's true. One little thing in your day that happens, that you slamming your toe into your dresser, or maybe you walked into a door because you were rushing, that will change your mindset like that. What I'm here to tell you is we all have those days. Okay, I'm going to say this, and don't tell me no one's ever done this before, or has done it before. How many times if you went to pick something up, you pick it up, you drop it. You pick it up, you drop it. And you're like, oh my God, you get so mad. Your mindset just changed like that. Nonstop. That's something that we all need to learn. Yep, I just slammed my toe into my dresser. Oh my God, I dropped my phone 4 times. Now I got it in my hand. Oh, this is what my day is going to be like. I allowed myself to change my mindset because I did those things, or I stubbed the toe, dropped the phone. Okay? I have to be better for me to realize that when I'm walking on the beach without my shoes, I'm going to step on a shell and it's going to hurt. And realize, okay, you didn't see the shell, you didn't see it coming, but should I base my whole life on stepping on a shell? Should I base my whole life on everything that bad happens to me? You see, we focus constantly on the bad. We don't look at the good. That's true. I'm the first one to say it. And when I speak, I am the funny guy because I like the funny guy. I love who I am. Am I as knowledgeable as a lot of some other people? No, I'm not. But I'm just me. And I try to live real life experiences like Marty just talked about his younger work life, his work life and career. Man, when I got into Mazda Motors first, and then Ford Motor Company came in, I'm on top of the world. I really wasn't on top of the world because I was burned, sliced, cut. And I'm thinking, this is living? This is living? Did I need to work to make money to buy things? Absolutely, I did. No doubt about that, we had to work. That's life. And then this guy comes along and says, I want to do something better. Too good to be true. Tell yourself every single day, look in the mirror and say, I can do better. I can actually achieve things if I allow myself to do it. A lot of us fail ourselves. The system already fails us, but why help them? Why help them? You know, each one of you, and I don't care if you're extremely smart or you're a little slower. You have the ability to do what's good for you. If you choose, oh, I'm just going to stay at my job, I can't do anything else, that's baloney. Every one of us are capable of doing great things. The problem is we don't step up to the next level to try to do those things. I'm going to say it. Yep, you know it. Onpassive has given me the ability not only to rethink how I live my life, rethink that there is another and better way than just working your entire life, realizing that everything you're doing right now is for other people rather than just yourself. Ashpafar said it many times, fill your tank, take care of your family, absolutely. But he taught me many other things about don't be so selfish. All right, yeah, you're having a rough time right now, and there's a lot of other people having a lot more harder times. I understand that. I know that, but I have to tell myself that every day. Yep, Chris, you just stubbed your toe, but someone in another part of the world hasn't eaten in 3 days. Weigh it out. What's worse? Okay, when I came into Onpassive, I understood not exactly what he was saying at first because I told you, I'll admit, I had a hard time understanding what he was trying to say. Why? Because I wasn't listening like the rest of my life. I wasn't paying attention. You could give me something manual to do, show me how to do it. I get my hands on it. I'm great at that. But when it comes to listening, I failed myself many years. Well, you know what, Ash Mafara, I'm listening now. I'm listening to what you have to say about bettering my life, bettering other people's lives. That's a great message to give to people. I've never heard Ash Mafara say, me, myself, and I. When I went to work, I made Ford Motor Company a lot of money. That's how I looked at it. He was driving the Bentley. I was driving the Ford. All right. Ash Mafara is nothing like that. Nothing like that. And a lot of people still don't see it. And I love that part about him. But every one of us have the ability to do something great. But I'm going to say through Onpassive, 100% in my heart, you are going to achieve those goals because now you have something to look at. You want to say plan B, C, I don't care what plan it is, but make sure that's part of your plan. Someone that's going to work hard for you, not the other way around constantly. Every one of us went to a job we didn't like. If you liked it, man, God bless you. But this guy is working for us. He's working for humanity. He does it with a heart, and he's never swayed from that. He's always kept on the same path. In other words, Ash Mafara might get up and stub his toe, but I believe in my heart that it doesn't change his mindset of what he has to do. Someone might have did something wrong. I got to fix it. That's what we should all do in our lives. But most of us, it's us doing the wrong. See, I'm putting the blame on me. I'm honest enough to say, oh boy, have I made mistakes. When I was driving down that path to where I'm going, and the vehicle I was driving sweared off, I didn't have anyone to grab that wheel and pull me back over. It was all me. And boy, I went into the ditch quite a few times. I look at Ash Mafara as I'm driving a vehicle. When he sees me swerving, he grabs that wheel and pulls me back over. Same way he's running his company. And he's doing that for all of us. I've worked in the auto industry for 32 years. 10, 15 years prior in other small plants. I've never seen a boss or a CEO come up and say, wow, great job. Ash is always about complimenting people. I see people in here writing some amazing things. Delisa Christie, Narelle Warcon, Gina Leva, Myra Aquino. Why? Because they believe in something. The belief in something is what makes your heart race. The belief in Onpassive makes my heart race, and I've seen it bring out a lot of good in people. My belief in God always makes my heart race. Don't stop believing in yourself, but leave a little room to believe in others too, because there's what we say is you got to surround yourself with people with the same mindset, or we say one bad apple will spoil the whole bunch. That's true. You can have the greatest friends in the world, and there's always one of them that's always negative on you. Hey, I got this idea. Oh, come on, Chris. You're such a dreamer. That'll never work. I found a company that makes my mindset really strong. That if I do bust my toe on my dresser, oh, that hurt. Wow. The whole world right now is filled with Band-Aids. We take medicines that might take away the pain, but it doesn't heal what we really got wrong with us. There's companies out there that are Band-Aids. They do something. They're doing it for themselves. Not all companies. I'm sure there's some big, loving-hearted people out there. Nothing like Ash Mafara. Ash Mafara does not want to be the Band-Aid company. He's coming in and saying, we have great things. We have great products. We have things that's going to educate people all over the world, no matter where you live. He doesn't say, I. Period. The man cares about all of us. Myself and Marty care about all of us. We don't stop doing what we're doing because we care about you. We want you to keep you excited, informed, and sometimes we don't have all the information. We promise we never have all the information. But we're here to pick you up and say, listen, your mindset controls you. If you wake up in the morning with a bad mindset, your day is going to go the same way. If you live your life in negative and a bad mindset, that's the way your life's going to be. It doesn't matter how much money you got. If you got a lousy mindset, you're just a rich guy with a bad attitude. I want to be just successful in everything I do. Everything I've done my whole life, I've tried to be successful. Have I made it all the time? No. I believe in the value of education. I believe in the value of solutions. And every time I think about Onpassive, I see both those things. No matter what. When O Academy comes out, it has the ability to touch people from all over the world that don't even have schools. That's an amazing thing. O Connect is connecting millions of people a day, thousands of webinars, connecting people with the same mindset. Do we have some people with bad mindsets in Onpassive? I'm sure we do. It didn't happen, Chris. Where's it at, Chris? I know it's coming. I know it's there. I know sooner or later that a lot of people are going to be really happy. And in life, sometimes we got to wait for things. We wait for everything. You get mad because the microwave, 2 minutes takes 30 years in your mind. You rush. Aren't you tired of rushing? If you're that broken, this is what you need is Onpassive. Because I believe it'll fix everything that's wrong in your life. And I could say that from my opinion. Onpassive is there to fix things. Ashbafar did not just set out to build a company, create a company. He set out to help people and fix things, period. No more Band-Aids. Band-Aids, they only stop the bleeding for a couple minutes. Ashbafar wants to cure, heal, fix businesses, people, things that have been going on for years. For instance, pharmaceutical companies make billions and billions of dollars a year selling us Band-Aids. Literally. And that's pretty much life because we got so used to it, we thought that was the norm. There are other things out there that can cure things, fix things. But you just got to look for them. Your mind says, oh, I'll go to my doctor. He's going to say this, give me some medicine for a Band-Aid. Throw away your old mindset. Throw away that things can be changed. Throw away the idea of nothing will ever work because you don't have the mindset. You do have the mindset. Ashbafar has instilled a mindset into all of us. All we really got to do is follow his lead. And I truly believe that the guy, even on his worst day, keeps going forward and non-stopping. Me? Oh, I got to sit down. I hurt my toe. Oh, this day is going bad. I'm sure he says that a lot, but he keeps moving forward. If you stop moving forward, you will never exceed in anything. Period. It's up to each one of us to change our lives. John White is a perfect example. He knew he had to fix something. He knew something had to change. He did it. Just like every great inventor in this world or a big business owner, they did something about it. Ashbafar is doing something about it. Too good to be true. Oh my God, I got 5,000 people that ran away from me. They don't even want to talk to me because they let those few words scare them. It is true. It is happening. It is now. It is real. It is called Onpassive. And if you haven't joined, I suggest you at least check it out because I really don't want anyone to miss this. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Here I am. I was working on something. Anyway, very good, Chris, as I said. And, that's working together. That's thinking together and thinking about what matters in life, right? Some of the stuff for me and Onpassive is a done deal. I believe we're all going to financially be okay. We do have a couple of people here that are, one guy that's being a little negative, but I have removed him, so don't panic. I also went to his channel. He has nothing, or she has nothing. Coward, so he won't.
Remove the cancer, baby. Remove it.
Yeah, I cut it out. But it's just an idiot. I don't know who it is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, also reported them. So if they're harassing us, I didn't invite him here. We didn't ask him for his help, and he's not trying to help. He's trying to be negative.
Yeah, don't.
Anyway, it's good to think about one. So I love the comments I'm seeing. I really want to thank everybody for being here. And as I said, all we ever really try to do is get people to think, because this is just a fact. You're never going to be able to help people 100% or bless people until you love yourself, until you know who you are, until you get it. Because receiving the gift of giving, you have to know who you are. You have to be happy with you. Don't put yourself down. My limitations are not the same as you. My goals might be different. Know who you are. Know, because you'll know. You'll know when you're on the right path, the right mindset for you, and you'll say, wow, this feels good. You can't put it in words. You may not be able to make a book out of it, but you know, I know where I am. I'm very happy, very content of working with and following Mr. McFarland and his family. Dan's calling me on my line. Anyway, so thank you, everybody. No Red today, right, Chris?
Yeah, Red is not coming on today. He's got family he's doing with, and he'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you for reminding me.
Thanks, everybody. I mean that. And get going. Have fun. Be you. 100% you. It's a lot of fun. And you'll be so surprised how far you can truly go when you believe you can. And I've met a lot of people that are doing it daily, and that's what sparks my world. And I know Ash loves it too. He watches videos. He listens to people. He loves the enthusiasm. He loves that people are moving forward. He doesn't want us to weight lift. He doesn't want us to pay the bills. He doesn't want us to worry about stuff. He has taken that job. I'll take care of it. You do. You take care of each other. Blow forward. Help people that maybe are struggling. Shine the light on others and let them know you're better than you think you are. Because sometimes, like I said, you can spot the gift in somebody else before they can. You know, and once you let them know, wow, what you did was amazing, it opens up things and change. If you could change a person yourself, you could change the world. But you can't change something outside of you until you change you. It's impossible. You wouldn't know how to do it. So get you where you want to be. Believe in yourself. Be you 100%. It's not weightlifting. I'm not asking you to go on a diet plan. I'm not asking. I'm asking you to reach in and be who you are. Anyway, love you all. We'll see you sometime today. We always do. Pray for people that are going through some hard times. I don't need to mention names. We know who they are. And I try to every day. Everything is temporary. We're going to get through it together, which is even more powerful. Nothing like, I still remember all the years I worked on marketing and I got to where I could make targeted traffic daily, new people daily. It was like I said, I did it. I have made it, only to find out the system is rigged. So no matter how good I am, I can't bring anybody with me. I can duplicate what I'm doing here. You can duplicate what's going on in Onpassive. It's called share the love, edify one another, and lift everybody above yourself. If you can do that, you're an Onpassive founder or whatever we want to call ourselves for now, but that's what you are. And if you could do that, you've succeeded because the rest is going to happen for us. We don't have to worry about it. Anyway,